What's going on, people? I'm Swerve. This is the OpinionatedFacts Media Group podcast. Up again, recording late night with my team. Journey to be great. Illuminated lenses and Coco Love. What's going on, y'all?
What's up?
Yeah.
We're here on a Friday night when it's freezing outside. It's good cuddling weather, but we here, So.
this late night key sweats we got going on over
here. Okay. So yeah. That's my team, y'all. We're gonna talk to y'all about a few things tonight that make you think about a few things.
Well, today's story is coming out of Laverne, Tennessee. At this police station in Laverne, they've been getting it in. It was this big sex scandal that involved someone receiving a blowjob at the station. They're on duty, and this is going down. There were videos and pictures exchanged. There was a wild boat party where she was getting vodka poured down her throat and she took her top off. There were some threesomes that went down or were about to be. It was just a lot. It was a whole lot of stuff going on. So a total of 5 officers, including Megan Hall, and 5 officers were fired, 3 suspended behind this internal investigation. Basically, she was just a plot, pretty much.
She was living her best life. That's what.
Apparently so, because Megan was showing out, and she was married. I don't know if I mentioned that, but this is a married woman that was doing all of these things. But I saw that her husband said he is going to stick with his wife. But I'm just wondering if we can just kind of dive into how do you move forward with your wife after knowing she has been slaughtered by half the police department. So like what's the process to, I guess, healing and rebuilding that trust, knowing something so extreme, because it's already hard enough to get past cheating when it's just between you and your spouse, but now when you have this in the world, like how do you start to piece that back together?
I don't know, because there ain't no piecing that together. Like this isn't even a private situation that only the people in the town know. Everybody knows. Like all the 50 states, everybody knows. And then the picture they're using is like her picture in the middle with all these black men around. I mean, it's gonna be on the cover of somebody's porn DVD pretty soon here, like or porn cover, whatever. I don't know if they do DVD,
right?
Whatever, but it's gonna be somewhere. You're gonna see it on Pornhub and all the other websites. Like, I don't know.
I don't know, man. You know what they say, man. Once you go black, can't go back. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
I don't think you can come back from that. I'm just gonna keep it a whole buck from you. I mean, you done got slutted out by the whole police department. I don't really think you can come back from that. I mean,
why at work? Like that was dumb.
Well, I'm gonna.
You can't even really stop nobody on the street for real now. They gonna know your face. They gonna know your face. I wish you would.
Well, they definitely can't, stop anybody because they got. Well, you have 3 that are suspended, so I'm assuming they're coming back eventually. But yeah, 5 of them were fired. One of them was a sergeant, and one was a detective. Like these people have, they put in a lot of work to get to that point in your career, and to let it all go. It's insane.
What you about to say? You said you wish somebody. What you said?
I wish somebody would put my ass over, and I done seen you your face all up on the news. I done seen you on. I done seen you on. Over. Right. You got the nerve to try to tell me to step out the car? Hey, no. Put your hands behind the bag. Because you got one time to pull me over and then talking about some put your hands behind the bag. I'm sure gonna hit you with so like how you was. You want me to pursue it?
But look, seriously though, I got to say, I'm not sure what was on his brain. I'm talking about the husband right now, but I can't go back from that. I'm sorry. If you, it's too much. I can't take it. The amount of embarrassment.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The amount of embarrassment that's going to be placed upon your family, man. Not just, you and your husband, but if they got kids or, I mean, people make mistakes, but man, this is one of them things where I don't know if it's any coming back from this.
It's hard. Yeah, it'll be hard to come back. Because I even just trying to put myself in that position the other way around, that the world knowing what has went on. Like, I don't see how. I mean, of course, counseling is always available, but I just don't see how you can ever get to a point where you fully can trust this person.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm gonna go ahead and say this too. I think people should stop sharing it. I mean, hey, people have had their laughs and all this stuff like that, but we do have to also be considerate too that this is somebody's daughter, maybe somebody's mom, maybe somebody's aunt or whatever it may be. We do need to respect them. Hey, it happened. It got out, and we need to respect her, having her time to heal, because I'm sure it's probably been one hell of a ride for her too.
Literally.
Wow.
All right, so this is something I thought was interesting too. I think me and E was talking about this before, but the situation with Lori Harvey meeting, what's his name, Damson Idris.
Yeah, that's brother.
What's going on with these two people here?
Shoot. I already know what Lori got going on, to be honest with you. I don't know if she dating with him. I don't know if she talking. I don't know if she's listening. And I mean, she kind of seemed like she do her own thing. I mean, all I know is old dude and old bro Michael B. Jordan that she used to talk to, they was in a couple photos and they was kind of, kicking it or whatever. They was kind of chopping it up and everything was cool. And then, so I guess it kind of looked like that they friends or whatever. So she like dating friends with each other or whatever. Now,
so
I don't know the truth. Huh?
And they may not even be friends. I mean, they could just, because like those pictures look kind of old. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just be at the same party and meeting for the first time, probably.
To play devil's advocate, though, and I know that it came out and she said it wasn't true, but that they had said, it was rumors going around that, she had talked to Diddy or whatever, but it also was saying it was rumored that she talked to his son. Now she kind of shot. Well, she came out recently and said that she never talked to a father and son, but she definitely talked to Diddy. So I guess that means she didn't talk to the son. So I'm just saying, like, I know folks can make rumors of you, but at some point, I'm just saying, it kind of show how you move a little bit. I mean, you got this and you got that. So, hey, I'm just saying.
Well, you know what I think is interesting too? I think some time back, and correct me if I'm wrong, they said that she make these guys sign these NDAs, these non-disclosure agreements. If she's considering dating them or if they want to date her, they have to sign this agreement to not talk about what they were doing while they were dated. And I'm thinking that maybe that has something to do with why Michael B hasn't said very much, or I'm not aware of him saying very much about his situation with Lori prior to, her moving on and doing her own thing. But this is very interesting though, to see this. And like I said, I don't know her personally or anything like that, but just from the outside looking in, it seems that she's just really a free soul, man. And when I say free soul, I mean free soul. She does not she does not mind getting around, because I mean, I'm thinking about what's in her head. If you sleep with the dad, and again, this is allegedly, we don't know. This is just what people are saying, so we don't know. But if she was with Diddy and then she did get with son, I mean, I'm just thinking about what's in her mind. You know what I mean? Like,
what she want to do?
You know what I'm saying though? It don't bother you at all?
Well, I'm thinking, okay, like, could this be a publicity stunt? I mean, because, could they, like, PR teams come together and like, hey, let's just set up this relationship for whatever reason? Because honestly, Lori Harvey, she's a beautiful woman, but who is checking for her other than who she's dating? Like, what other time do you hear about her?
When Future came out and said she was for the street, I'm just playing.
But that's what I'm saying. When she was dating him, like I said, you really don't hear much about her, like, as far as what she has going on or whatever else. Like, what does she do other than date celebrity men when you actually hear about her?
I think she's I think she's just like a socialite. I mean, basically. I mean, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, she is a beautiful woman, like you said, and I think kind of like Kim K, basically. Before Kim developed like her businesses and stuff like that. And I don't know what Lori is doing business wise. She might have something brewing, but I think that's kind of like, because Kim was like a fashion consultant or something like that when she first started hanging with like Paris and stuff, and then the sex tape happened, and then there you have it. So
yeah, but then Kim, she capitalized off the sex tape. She got her a reality show and then grew her businesses or whatever. Yeah, but that's why I was like, it could be a PR thing with Lori Harvey, because I honestly don't hear anything about her unless it's her and who she's dating.
Yeah.
So
I assume she was a model or something or whatever. But I know when she was doing like a podcast or something, and she talked about it a little bit, how she likes to be real private. So that kind of explains that. Dealing with celebrities, especially like rappers or whatever, I guess I can kind of understand the NDA, because they will put you in a song. I eat yours.
Because Future definitely would have like dogged her slap out. And so I mean, he kind of did, even though he didn't say her name. Like he was like, "Tell Steve Harvey I don't want it." So I mean, Future would have been dogged her out by now. I don't really see Michael B. Jordan saying anything because I mean, before Lori, I never heard of anyone that he dated. I heard that he dated a lot of white women, but I don't know if that's true.
He was down bad. So I guess what we can learn from this right here, man, is she for the streets. All right, let's go to the next one.
Oh my God. Well, I can't think of a catchy segue to that.
There's no segue. This rolling.
Well, just kind of like a little bit of a update recap, if you will, with the TJ Holmes and Amy Robach situation. So you remember basically it was worldwide news or whatever. They were caught out here in the street cheating on their significant others, more so TJ, because I think Amy and her husband had gotten a divorce already. So speaking of divorce, the update. So TJ filed for divorce from his wife after all this shit that he done and embarrassment that he has caused. And then now they have not been back on air. They're not fired, so they still have a job, but they just have not been doing it. So TMZ is reporting now that TJ Holmes and Amy Robach have lawyered up for a lawsuit, and they're thinking that race could possibly be a factor. So basically, it seems to them that like ABC is trying to either fire them or kind of like force them like out of their job by not allowing them to work or whatever. So they're trying to kind of get ready for a lawsuit if they need to do that or whatever. And they're saying that they feel like race is a factor. I'm not really sure how, because I'm pretty sure Amy's white. So I don't know how race is a factor there or whatever. But again, the audacity, because it's like, how are you gonna sue because you got caught doing something you shouldn't have been doing anyway? Like, I'm just
now, from what I was reading, it did say that initially ABC was not going to discipline or pursue any disciplinary action towards them because of the scandal or whatever. So I think they was like, okay, well, because I mean, apparently TJ, he's done with his wife. I mean, he was already gone, so that's why I think the divorce came right after. He was already tired. So it's like, hey man, look, that nasty talk he was talking when we was on vacation, it really got to me. So he was ready to walk away from everything. You remember we was talking about that in the last episode? Something about that dirty talk. It had folks leaving home. And so I guess she has Robach must have had some real.
Ain't talked to me like that in 15 years.
Maybe if he stopped sleeping with all of his coworkers, she would.
But here's the thing,
tomato.
But here's the thing, though. When it's time to go, man, it's just time to go. And I think that what he was talking about with that race situation, I think he was saying maybe if it was a white guy instead of him being a black guy, then maybe this wouldn't be such a big deal.
And he could have a point. It's possible, like I said, and I don't know if they might not even be considering that. But from my understanding, like, it's not his first go around with dating someone at that station. But more power to him, I guess. Man, I don't know. Whoever's, I guess, right on that side as far as like if they're being discriminated against or something, then good luck to him, I guess.
I thought they had an open relationship. I mean, hell, he be going on dates with them and everything. Like, you be out, like in broad daylight. You don't bring your side chick out like that. You take her to McDonald's and stuff with the corner. You can kind of. I mean, y'all know what I'm talking about.
And meet up at the gas station.
Yeah.
You sit there at McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? You sit there in that little corner that's kind of blocking. So it's like one of the pillars is kind of blocking a little bit.
Wow.
Sound like he's done this before.
I mean, no, I don't have experience. I'm just, maybe a little bit, but.
Right.
All right, so what can we learn from TJ Holmes and Mrs. Robach? How you have it there? Robach.
Got to be more careful. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. Like, had he already filed for divorce, people would have still been talking about it, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it would have been as big of a deal.
Moral of the story, I mean, shoot, if you're going to be out there, just be out there, bro. I mean, the way you was out there, you can't backtrack now.
Yeah, he had him a handful on that picture. You got him
one must grab now.
A handful of back. Yeah, you're right.
Man, don't be talking about Robach like that. But anyway, hey man, I think that's about it. Thank y'all so much for listening to us. Thank you for giving us the time of the day. We just tried to come to y'all with a few things that's going on right now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and this is Opinionated Facts Media Group podcast. Until next time, peace.